Welcome back, everyone. Here we are outside the Pokemon League once again. And I don't know why we're out here. I just thought this was a cool shot. But new team. Here we go. So everyone's at level 57 or 58 now because we had to train these two up. Poseidon the Dugong and Persephone the Victory Bell. You could call me gender confused, but at this point it's just too hard to name these things when you consider gender. So honestly, Poseidon would probably be like a Gyarados or something if he was going to be a Pokemon, but I don't know. I think that's a cool name. So here we go. Look at that HP stat, 203 HP. And the special attack too, 148. Um, and then a really solid move set here. Surf, Signal Beam, Ice Beam, and rest will probably get rid of for Waterfall, but yeah, I'm going to switch those. So yeah, that's I can't really call her a Starmie replacement because Starmie just had such big shoes to fill. And now actually my team doesn't have an electric attack, which is kind of gonna be an issue maybe, but we'll see. Um, but I was excited because I didn't even know that Dugong learned Signal Beam, which is a bug type move, and I think we're gonna make good use of that. So well, we can't call her a Starmie replacement. She adds some bulk to the team. She's still a good special attacker and rounds out type coverage pretty nicely. And then we can certainly call Persephone a Victory Bell replacement. Or sorry, Persephone a replacement for Demeter. Actually, that's why I named him Persephone, is because Persephone is the daughter of Demeter. So I got a Miracle Seed, put it on Persephone. Still a pretty weak moveset right now. We'll get rid of Acid a little bit later. I thought about finally using my Giga Drain TM, but Razor Leaf has such high PP and it's not that much weaker, so I'd rather have a move with higher PP and does a little bit less damage, I think, for at least this part of the game. Maybe we'll change that later, though. Good all-around stats here. Better attack than special attack, so we're going to try to get some physical moves on him, but, yeah, just all in all really solid. So, got another team together. I mean, we can never fully replace Athena or Demeter, especially, Demeter was around for so long. But I feel good about this team. I think if we had not lost Athena, this would be a stronger team. But Athena added a lot to this team, so we'll see what happens. And also, I trained everyone in my box up to about the same level, so just in case you lose someone else, we'll have some replacements. Let me show you guys here. And yeah, I'm just messing with you guys. Yeah, that's what it felt like I was doing because I actually did do a lot of training with the guys in my box. I got pretty much everyone evolved, or at least one iteration of them evolved. The only ones not fully evolved yet is Slowpoke and Poliwhirl. Just because I didn't need to evolve anymore. But yeah, like everyone's fully evolved here. We got Janice evolved. I actually taught Janice Thief too. Um, and then I went back into Mount Moon and battled a bunch of Paris and used Thief on them. So we have like 40 tiny mushrooms now, I think. I put them in the box, but let's see. Uh, or 14, but I used a bunch. I used like 6 on Victory Bell, a couple on someone else. I guess a couple on Dugong. Yeah, for the Signal Beam. So yeah, pretty much that was fun. And yeah, so if we lose anyone else, which hopefully we won't, but we're pretty much set. So I guess we could just challenge the Elite Four again. Yeah, no, she's gonna stop us. Wait, what the heck? Wait a minute. That's not what I remember at all. The Hall of Fame data is corrupted. Oh no. Uh, well, I'm glad I checked that. Um, we're gonna pretend like that didn't happen. So anyway, we're gonna fly to Pallet Town now. And the reason for this is because if we look at my Pokédex, I have owned 60 Pokemon now because I did all that evolving. So let's head into the lab, and now Oak will do some stuff for us. And I should mention also that I got the EXP share when I hit 50 species. So he's talking about international Pokemon, basically like invasive species from what I understand, but he wants us to go catch those too. Professor Oak really does favor us, it's kind of funny. So yeah, Pokédex upgraded to the national mode. And he suggests going to the Sevi Islands, which we're gonna do next. And there's that Bulbasaur still at level 5 just sitting on Oak's desk there. Alright, so let's head to the Sevi Islands. And I always thought it was funny because you go to them from Vermilion, but if you look, there's like this path that's land that surrounds Vermilion, so there's no way out, by boat at least. So the Sevi Islands must be somewhere in here, so they must actually be in Kanto. That's the only way to explain this. Alright, let's go. And yeah, I don't know what made our rival pick one island, but that actually is the island that we want. And also at this point, the legendary dog Pokemon that you have, or that's in your game, will start roaming around the Kanto region. So it's the one that has a type advantage of your starters. So we could get a Suicune, but somehow I don't feel like that's very likely. Alright, let's go in here. Let's talk to Celia. So yeah, he says that we need to find a special gemstone in order to trade with other games. Of course, we can't trade with other games because we're just not that cool with our emulator here. But if you're playing on a real game cart, you can. So back on Kindle Road here. I guess the one other thing, I've refilled my bag with a bunch of items, so yeah, we're looking pretty set here. Got plenty of repels too, and then I put everything else in the box. But that means I'm pretty much out of money. Like, look at that. I think you start the game with 2,000 yen. So we haven't even doubled our money since the start of the game. But like, fortunately, we have plenty of items to make up for that. So we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully, there's some more trainers we can battle here. I guess I'll use a repel though. Well, it's such a low encounter rate in the water. I don't think I will. Yeah, yeah, it's fine. Dang it! Now I see a meow. Oh well. Yeah, if there's any one mistake I made in this game, although I haven't rewatched my footage from the Elite Four battles yet, it's possible could have saved some of those deaths even without using rare candy. But it is what it is. I don't know why Hair is in the front of my party. I should have someone level 57 be in front so that we can start training them. Let's put Persephone. Let's put Taiche in front. Gosh, Taiche, I can't believe Taiche is still here after all this time. I was sure with his poor defenses and his seemingly bad luck, but really good luck, I guess, since he's still here. I don't know. So, yeah, these guys have finally finished digging a tunnel. They just talked about Goldeen needing log. I don't know. That'll actually come in handy later, but, anyway, now we battle them. So, let's do it. They're really not that challenging after, like, fighting the champion and stuff. Hopefully you won't have too much trouble with this. Like, look at that, level 35. Sand Slash, huh? Let's go Poseidon. Poseidon's battle debut here. And I was so happy Poseidon learns Ice Beam through level up, because that could have been annoying otherwise. I mean, I wouldn't have had the money actually to buy it. There's just no way. Yeah, no. Alright, Marowak. Now let's have Persephone's battle debut. It's funny because Persephone is supposed to be this like beautiful goddess. I don't know. This like plant with huge jaws and doesn't quite match, but I wanted to do that because it's like the succession of Demeter. I'm probably stronger than Demeter, although I'll miss Spore a lot. Okay, so he's threatening us not to walk in here, but we don't really care about that. So let's see. I'm gonna put Hercules in front now. I guess now would be a good time to spare Repel. Um, yeah, you can find like Geodudes, I think, with chops, and even Slugma later on in here, which is pretty cool. Um, but yeah, we don't. We already had a catch from Mount Denver, so can't do much with this right now. Okay, and then the strength puzzle. Let's see. Well, we have to push it twice, and then all we can really do is go here. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, if you think about like what your options are with those, it's not that hard usually. And if you rock smash, you can also get some Pokemon in here. I think it's just Geodude and maybe Graveler though. Let's see. One of these ways I think gives us a Firestone or something. Not that way though. That's a ladder. So let's go this way. Oh, this is a ladder too. Oh, now we're in the bottom. Okay, so fine. And then this is like braille writing. I don't really remember what it says, but it tells like a story or something. Um, I think it might even like threaten you. I don't remember, but yeah, that's pretty cool if you know how to read braille. And there we go. We found a ruby. So that was actually, I don't know. It's just like sitting here in the middle of this random room. I wish I could remember how to. There's like guides online for how to read this because they spell it out letter by letter. Um, but yeah, I wish I could remember what that said. Anyway, let's get out of here. Kind of sketchy, really. And alright, at this point I don't care because I think there's a Slugma. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So that's our first encounter with something not in the original 150 Pokemon. Um, dang it, another one. Wow, dang, I wish I could catch these. Although really, it's not that strong compared to some of the ones we can catch later. Alright, let's see. Wow, it just wants to keep showing up here. Dang, I sure wish I could catch that because that's pretty cool. Yeah, now we're actually heading back up. Not that hard to get out of here. Yeah, and then if we just hop this ledge, we're right back out. And we have the ruby for Celio. So let's go back, and now we can trade with other people. No. No. Okay, he just said that. Fine, okay, what? What? He could have told us this. He could have told us this when we were there, but I guess the other one wasn't there, so. In the Sevi Islands. So it's interesting because there's only 3 islands, but they call it the Sevi Islands. Uh, what? What? And, alright. Did he ever give us a ferry pass back? I think he did. Yeah, I think he gave us one that lets us go to all 7 of the islands. Actually, there's 9, but 2 of them are by mystery gift only, and then they have legendaries on them. So we just unlocked some new areas. 4 island, all the way through 7 island, which is pretty cool. And there's all kinds of stuff to do on these islands, actually. So, yeah, let's see. Maybe what I'll do is I'll do 1 island per episode. So, yeah, although we had a kind of uneventful couple of episodes, I think that's what I'm going to do. So we'll do 4 island next time, and then we'll go 1 island per episode, and we might have to split some of those into 2 episodes, depending on how long it gets. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time.